Hi friends, it's Unicorn, and today I will be start packing all my books to prepare for my move this weekend. I feel like moving is the only thing I can talk about now on my channel because that's all I'm thinking about, to be honest. But I think it will be fun to invite you guys to pack with me because I spent so much time in front of these shelves filming videos and talking about books. I have been staying here for more than 4 years, so there's so many memories still in this apartment. I want to remember specifically this wall that fits my 3 bookshelves perfectly, and also I want to remember this apartment. So yeah, I have rented some reusable boxes here to help me packing this time, but I don't know if they're enough. There are 10 of them, but I not only have these shelves behind me, but also I have another shelves in the library or study. I guess we'll see. And before that, I want to give you an overview of my bookshelves. So these bookshelves are actually on a very weird wall on the entryway of our apartment because that is the main door of the apartment and closet and bathroom. And these are the bookshelves. These are just the IKEA bookshelves with an extension and some doors because the kitchen is just where I'm standing now. So I don't want the kitchen thingy damage the books. As you can see, I have 3 bookshelves here, and the top shelf is actually all books in Chinese or books in Chinese that has been translated into English. These are the books I want to reference on my videos introducing about Chinese literature. And this shelf is a random hard copy one, but after that is a mystery shelf with all my Agatha Christie and Sherlock Holmes books. And then my contemporary fiction running to the end. And at the end is a whole set of history books. For some reason, a couple of years ago, I want to read about all of them, so I got a whole set, but I haven't finished one. And in the middle, we have my classic shelves. The first one is, of course, the classic cloth bound of Penguin Classics, and then the Penguin English Libraries, and some other editions of classics. And the right one is blocked by the boxes, but they are my nonfictions. The nonfictions are actually overflowed, so you can see some of the nonfiction is not on the shelves. But yeah, that is the overview of my bookshelves. I think this wall is perfect for 3 shelves, and I just love it so much. I had so much memory here. Now let's get to packing, and when I'm packing these books, I also want to chat about some of them because I have some very interesting books and things on my bookshelves. For example, this weird thing is actually an instrument. It's out of power now, so you can't tell what it does, but it's actually make very weird noise sound that my partner really wanted, so we just had this one. I have a book called S. I don't know if you guys remember, but this book is actually very popular when it first came out. It's a novel story within a story. You not only have a novel here, but also there are 2 people communicating on the margins of the story, so they write in different colors of pens, and also they have little gadgets falling from the page like this. It was pretty popular when it came out. Okay, I'll just put it back and save it. I think this is the longest book on my bookshelf. It has 1,400 plus pages, and it's called Texas. I bought this book when I was living in Texas because I feel like, oh, it's a Texas size of books. That's the only reason, and it's still on my shelves. And apparently it has a pretty good rating, so maybe someday I'll read it, and yeah. If not, it will stay on my shelf just for the length of it, I think. And then I also have this lovely postcards that my friend sent me from Baker Street when she was visiting. I have the history of Western philosophy. Apparently, when I got it, I thought I'm into philosophy, so I just needed to start from the hardest one. But yeah, I haven't touched it yet, but I just can't get rid of it. Should I? I have this art book from a video game that I used to like a lot called World of Warcraft, but I stopped playing it last year since there's a sexism scandal in the corporation's culture. So I was super disappointed and I don't want to support them anymore. But yeah, I still have a lot of evidence of my past love. As you can see, I've packed my left shelf. I haven't touched the one on the top yet, but I've already used 3.5 boxes, so I don't know if they're enough. But I'll continue packing. I have three very pretty classics. The first one is War and Peace. And the second one, I love the cover so much, is The Master and Margarita. And the third one is Vanity Fair. I actually got this book. I have 2 copies of Vanity Fair. If you notice, I read the Penguin English Library classic, and also I have this copy. I got it in a second-hand bookstore. It's like brand new condition, and it's such a good deal. So I don't know, I just love the cloth-bound version so much, but I also love all my notes on the Penguin English Library one. So I think I'm still gonna keep both the copies, although it doesn't actually make sense, but they're just so pretty. And then there's the fairy tales of the Brothers Grimm. It's also a very beautiful edition with colorful illustration in between. I read the fairy tales of Brother Grimm's when I was little. I don't know if I will reread them ever again, but I just think that this is so pretty. This is probably the oldest book that I own. Again, I got it secondhand. It's the Complete Humorous Sketches and Tales by Mark Twain. Mark Twain is like my intro for American literature when I was small, so I always have a soft spot for his works, although I haven't read his works for a very long time, but I loved the adventure of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn when I was small. So yeah, I have to get this when I saw it in the secondhand bookstore. I have 3 more books I want to talk about. The first one is I have the special copy of Anne and the Green Gables. My friend gave me this copy when he lived on the island where Anne lived. So yeah, this is a very special edition from Anne's Island. And then I have the Thorn Birds. This is one of my favorite books when I was in high school. I've always wanted to reread it in English again. It's called The Australia Gone with the Wind, but I just didn't have the time to yet. And then I have this beautiful edition of Alice's Adventure in Wonderland with illustrations. Alice's Adventure in Wonderland is my favorite book in childhood, so I have 2 copies of this as well, this one and also the Penguin English Library one. And then I have a whole set of Sweet Homes. This is the story you need to read if you are a cat person. Here's a book called Qiuyuan. This is the name of the protagonist, and this is a book that I've always wanted to read. And I just found out that the author started writing when she's age 80. So that's another example of it's never late if you want to start doing something. And this is one of the most popular books in China now. Hi friends, I have finished my workout for the year. Actually, I haven't finished yet because I've only filled the 10 book boxes with all my books, but I still haven't fit in my Chinese bookshelves and also the functioning bookshelves like textbooks and anything, and also the little shelves in my study were used like partially as a bookshelves but also as a decoration. Yeah, I am kind of out of breath. I think I'll just pack the other books some other time and I stop today. I don't even know if this is interesting, but I really want to document this because I haven't stayed in an apartment in such a long time ever since I moved to America. So yeah, I hope you had fun listening to me chat and pack about my books. That's it for today. I wish you happy reading, stay healthy, stay safe. I'll see you in my next bookish video. Bye!